Hello everyone, myself Sanat Kumar Swai, Assistant Professor at Vedang Institute of Technology, Bhubaneswar. Um, Today's class will be discussing about the product development process. How in previous classes we have already discussed about product, what are the various kinds of products, and how the categories, how we are going to categorize the product. So in today's class, we'll be discussing about the various kinds of product development process, how a product is being developed, okay, and what are the process, what is the process in a product development, okay, from idea generation, when there is a generation of idea, to commercialization of that product. Okay, so the entire process, how that process is being channelized, we'll be discussing about that, okay, in the next slides. So, new product development. Okay. Well, existing product development can also be done, but we'll be focusing on the new product development. Okay. Or we can say as NPD. So, what do you mean by NPD? NPD means new product development process. Okay. In the marketing management. Why is it important? Okay. It goes through various kinds of stages. Starting from the idea generation, when you generate any kind of innovative idea, to commercialization of that product. So there are various kinds of stages which we are going to discuss. Okay. So below are the various stages. These are the stages which we need to understand. So if you go through this slide, you can understand that this is the idea generation. You create an idea, you find out an innovative idea. Okay. Then it goes to the idea screening. Okay. What is the idea screening? You screen those ideas. What do you mean by that screening of idea? No doubt, uh, you get an idea, but whether that idea is viable, whether that idea is acceptable in present scenario, yes or no, that we have to screen. If that is not viable, if that is not feasible, then we remove those ideas and we consider those ideas which is in viability, which has viability, which has got feasibility in today's present scenario. Okay. Next, it goes through concept development and testing. Okay, so it goes through the development of that product, and various kinds of rigorous testings can be. Then it goes through the marketing strategy and business analysis. So what kind of strategy needs to be undertaken, what kind of business analysis need to be done, okay, for that particular product. So it goes through those particular cycle. Next is product development. Okay, so the product is being developed. Okay, the product has been developed, and then it is market tested. It is tested by the markets, okay, and then market entry or commercialization. Then it goes to the market entry and the product is being commercialized. So these are the few stages from idea generation to commercialization. Now, what is an idea? An idea can change your life, right? Any idea, whatever idea comes into your mind, jot it down. That may be helpful in the future. So this is the starting point of the new product development process. Okay. So what happen is that idea can be generated from various kinds of sources. Uh, Maybe while walking, you can find any idea which comes to your mind, or that can be from any kind of development, that can from um, um, any kind of class, any kinds of trends, any kinds of employees, any kinds of competitors. So you can generate idea from anywhere. Okay. So what happens is that the goal is to generate a pool of potential product ideas. So if you are into the market professional, your focus should be to generate product ideas. There is kinds of potential product ideas which can suit to the market, which can be adaptable to the market. Okay. So this particular uh, uh, um, strategy can be termed as an idea generation. This entire process can be termed as an idea generation. So you are generating your idea. Okay. Let's understand through an example. Okay. So there is a group of engineers. Okay. This group of engineers, let's say in any city, let's say in Bangalore, okay, they're very concerned about the increasing air pollution in Bangalore or in other cities, and they want to create a air purifier. Some idea comes into their mind that yes, the environment is getting impure day by day. There has been pollutions, lot of pollutions, and there should be some sort of air purifier which can be very low cost and can be a portable air purifier, and that can be easily carryable. Okay, so this is the idea generation. So idea has been generated, right? Now we'll discuss about a few examples on the next slides. Now, idea screening. Okay. Now, idea has been generated. Okay. Now we will talk about the screening of those ideas. Now, screening of those ideas means that idea, whether that is viable in the market, today's market, whether that is feasible in today's market, what objectives that idea may have, what product objective this idea may have, what are the resource availability, are we able to generate more resources for that product, and whether it is compatible with the existing product lines, the existing product which is in the product line, whether it is compatible with those or not. Okay, so we have to do the idea screening. Now, ideas that don't meet the criteria are eliminated, but promising ones move forward. So, in this stage or in this process, what happens that if there are ideas, though there are a lot of ideas, if that doesn't fit with all these factors, then that is been eliminated, that has been thrown out. And those ideas which has some future, through which which meets the company objectives, through which we can find a resource availability is there for that particular product, which is in alignment with the feasible report, with the company report, okay, which has got a market potential. So if all these have been met by that idea, then it goes forward. So the idea screening has been done. Okay, now we'll see an example. So what happens that those group of engineers, while going through their ideas, now what they're going to do, they do an intensive brainstorming session, and they evaluate those all the ideas which comes into the mind based on the criteria such as feasibility, market demand, technical capabilities, and regulatory concerns. See, regulatory constraints are also there. Okay, whether that can be acceptable by the regulatory board or not. So in this case, what happens that the ideas that seem unfeasible or lack market potentials, that have been discarded, and those ideas which are being acceptable are only taken into consideration. Okay, so this is about idea screening. Now, concept development and testing. So in this, what happens? Idea has been screened that yes, this idea is we are going to take forward this idea. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to do the concept development. So once a few viable ideas, the ideas which are selected, now that are being we are going to develop into the product concept. Okay, how? Through basic idea of the product, its features, what kind of features will be there in that product, what will be the benefits of that product, and what would be the target market, whom we are going to target. So these are all the concept development. Okay, so these concepts are then tested with a sample of the target market. So before entering into the targeted market, we are going to make a sample out of the target market, and then we are going to gather feedback and determine consumer interest and acceptance. So if you are going to enter into the market, we have to choose a sample, market sample, and then targeted market sample, and based on, we have to do a feedback, we have to do a survey of that market and determine the consumer acceptance of that product, whether actually the customers, the consumers, they actually want those product or not. If no, and in spite of that, if we are not doing this kind of survey and we are entering into the market, then we can be into a great loss. So this study has to be done, very important. Okay, concept development and testing. Now in the example section, so those team Now what happens? They have taken that idea, they have selected those idea, they have screened those ideas. Okay. Now what they have done, they have selected that it is a very most promising idea that a compatible wearable air purifier has been taken. Okay. And they develop the conceptual designs and create various kinds of prototypes have been done. Okay. Next, what they do, they conduct various kinds of surveys and with focus on the potential consumers in big cities like Mumbai, Kolkata, or elsewhere, to get feedback on the concepts, appeal, features, and pricing. That whether we are going to put the price tag of this much, okay, and what is your appeal, what is your feedback on this particular product? Are you going to purchase this product? Will there be any? What is the issues of this product? Okay, whether the pricing is okay, whether this is a very high pricing, whether it is a low pricing. So all these are been taken into consideration, and then a prototype has been created. Okay. Now comes the business analysis. Okay. So what happens in the business analysis? Everything has been done. We have selected our, we have got our idea. Idea has been screened. Business prototype has been done. Okay. Testing has been done. Everything has been done. Now what happens is that there is a business analysis. The commercial viability of the product has to be checked. What do you mean by commercial viability? Commercial viability means those factors like projected sales, like how much sales we are going to have for this fiscal year. What should be the cost, the entire cost of manufacturing those products. Next comes the profitability, whether we will be profitable. What are the competition, whether there is any competitor in the market. Regulatory requirement, if we are going to manufacture this product, will there be any kind of regulatory requirement from the government side or from any kind of regulatory body? We have to check about that. And potential risk are evaluated. What kind of risk will be there if you are going to launch that product in the market? There may be certain kinds of risk. There may not be any kind of risk. So we have to evaluate all the risks related to those products. Okay. So based on this analysis, a decision is being made whether to proceed with the development or not. So if all this analysis is been taken into consideration and a positive outcome is brought out, then we are going to proceed with the product development. Okay. Example. So those team of engineers who are sitting at Bangalore, so what they are going to do is they are going to conduct a thorough analysis of the market size. Which market size? Let's say Mumbai or Kolkata, which we have already discussed. So they are going to make, or Bangalore. Okay, let's say Bangalore. So they are going to make a thorough analysis of the market size, competition, what kind of competitions are there, what kinds of pricing strategies which need to be taken into consideration, how we are going to distribute the product and what are the channels of those distributions, and the potential profitability, how much profit we are going to make. Okay. They also estimate what should be the production cost, what should be the marketing expenses, and the revenue projection. So based on this analysis, considering all this into taking all this into consideration, they analyze and they come into a conclusion that whether this product is financially viable or not. Yes, we are going to prepare this product that definitely this product is going to be financially viable, or that may not be viable. Okay. Product development. In this product development, what happened that once we confirm that yes, the product is financially viable, then the actual development process starts. What is the actual development process? The actual development process is designing the product. What should be the design of the product so that that can lure the consumers, that can lure the market segment. Okay. Developing various kinds of prototypes. Not a single product may have different types of prototypes. It may not be a single prototype. There can be different types of prototypes. Testing for quality and functionality, whether that product is endured with the quality, what should be the functionality of that product, we have to do the testing. Okay. And refining the product based on feedback, and after receiving the feedback from the consumer, after receiving the feedback from the market, we have to refine those products. Okay. Fine refinement must be done. Okay. Example. So with the positive feedback, if we are getting a positive feedback And if that is a viable business plan, then let's say the team is moving forward with the product development. If they find out that there is a negative feedback, then definitely, and if there is no business viability, then they are going to detract backward. But in this case, let's say, for example, they receive a positive feedback and the business plan is also profitable or viable, and definitely their team moves forward with the product development. So what they do, they refine the design, they optimize the manufacturing process, they conduct rigorous testing to ensure the air purifier meets the quality standard and the regulatory requirement, if any. Okay. Now comes the market testing. So actual testing, they're going to test the market. So before commercializing of that product, they have to do a sort of market testing. So what is that? They may undergo a market test in a limited geographical area or a specific segments of the target market. So let's say if they are going to penetrate the Bangalore market. So let's say Marathalli or Hubballi or whatever XYZ. So they have to target a specific geographical area before entering to the entire market area. So what happens that this allows the company to assess the real world of the consumer response. What is the response of that consumers? Fine-tune marketing strategies and identify any potential issues. So if there is any potential issues before a full launch, if we are going to launch the product in a full-fledged way, so before that, if there is any potential issues, okay, then we have to rectify it before entering into the full into the market, real market. Okay. Example. So what they do, the team launches a small scale test marketing campaign in a selected cities, as we've said, like it's Mumbai, Delhi, or Bangalore, whatever, offering the air purifier for sale through online platform and limited retailer. So what they did that they did a the channelized those sales through various online platforms, and also they opened various limited retail outlets in those selected cities. Okay. Now, they monitor sale performance, gather customer feedback, and assess consumer response to pricing, packaging, and promotional effort. So, various kinds of feedback are being taken into consideration pertaining to your feedback, pertaining to your pricing, pertaining to your packaging, and various kinds of promotional effort, if any, we are going to put into consideration. Okay. Now comes the actual commercialization. Now, once everything has been done, now commercialization. So what happens that if the product is performing well in the market test, then it is now ready for a full scale production. Okay, and towards the launch, full launch. So this involves finalizing marketing plans. So various kinds of marketing plans have been finalized. Various kinds of distribution channels are being taken into consideration. Various kinds of pricing strategies and promotional activities are also taken into consideration. And then the product enters into the market officially. Okay. And efforts are made to maximize awareness, sales, and marketing. After entering into the market, then there are various kinds of advertisement, there are various kinds of awareness, sales, and market shares. To gain the market shares, various kinds of promotional activities are being taken into consideration. So if you go to that example by the team of that engineer, what they have done, so they have received a positive feedback, positive response from the marketing team. Okay. Now the team is proceeding with a full-scale production and nationwide distribution of the air purifier. So after getting a positive feedback from Mumbai, Bangalore, and Kolkata, what they have done, they are doing a massive production. Okay, and nationwide distribution. They are going to distribute it nationwide, South India. So what they did, they ramped up the marketing efforts, including the advertisement, influencer partnership. So they are into partnership with various kinds of influencers companies. Okay, and retail promotions to maximize product visibility and sales. So to maximize the product visibility and sales, they ramp up their marketing efforts. Various kinds of marketing efforts have been ramped up. Okay. Now, after that, after the commercialization, what happens? The post-launch evaluation and review. So the commercialization process is over. Now, what they are doing a evaluation. A post-launch means after the launch, they are doing an evaluation and doing a review of their product. Okay. So after the product is launched, ongoing monitoring and evaluation are crucial to assess the performance. So how the product is performing in the actual market, we need to do the evaluation and review. Okay, so this includes tracking sales figure, what is the sales, and gathering customer feedback, analyzing market shares, and making adjustment to marketing strategies if needed. So the marketing strategies which we have already applied to that product, whether they are actually working or if there is any kind of glitch in the marketing strategy, and if there is any glitch, we are going to amend those glitch. So that is all important if we are going to do a proper evaluation and review of that product. Okay, so the goal is to continuously improve the product and its marketing effort to maximize long-term success. So if you are into the long-term success, then we are going to continuously evolve the product and continuously uh, um, improve the marketing efforts. Okay, so that we can maximize the sales. Here on this example, the product has already been launched. The product is in the market for many months. Okay, and now the team is doing a post-launch evaluation, a comprehensive post-launch evaluation. So what they're going to see, they're going to see the sales data. Okay, they're going to see the customer review. They're going to see the feedback of the customers. Okay, who are using, and they're going to do the SWOT analysis, the strength, weakness, okay, opportunity and threats of that particular product. Okay, so based on the review, they may make adjustments on the product if there is any kind of adjustment which is required for that product, or any kinds of marketing strategy or any kind of distribution channels which need to be enhanced to success in the Indian market. Okay, so these all had to be taken into consideration for that particular product, air purifier. So with this we have come to the conclusion stage. So the entire NPD process, the new product development process, it is extremely important, okay, to understand a product uh, from the idea generation to the commercialization of the process, and subsequently post launch evaluation and monitoring. Okay, for smooth progression from idea generation to commercialization. So if we are going to understand this, the entire process, then that will be a smooth progression. Okay. Additionally, market research and consumer insight also play a very critical role in guiding the decision-making process at each stage. If definitely we are going to create various kinds of decision-making process at each stages to increase the chances of product success in the marketplace. Okay. So thank you very much for your time. I believe we have covered all the processes, the product development process from the idea generation to commercialization and subsequently post launch evaluation and monitoring. Okay. Anyways, if you have any doubt, just jot down those doubts and I will be more than happy to clear off your doubts. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Thanks.